Greetings all you fine folks and welcome to the Side Order. I'm your host for today, Odinson, and today we are serving up Carmageddon. That comes served with the side of my thoughts and your subscriptions, so please like, comment, and subscribe. You'll always have a seat at the table, and we would be very truly thankful. So step on in, take off your coat and hat, and warm yourself by the fire as we play Carmageddon. Now, this is a total classic. I'm sure many of you have played this game. And if you're anything like me, you've got a lot of fond memories of it, especially if you have been playing it for as long as I have, which is more or less since this game came out. Remember, this was one of the big computer games I really got into after Doom 2, really, but and it did come out a few years later. Just this is one that really sticks out in my mind.
5,
particularly.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Now, I've actually had to record this one a couple times because of audio issues, so hopefully this time you're going to be able to hear me. Anyway, in Carmageddon, if you don't already know, there are 3 ways to win your race. And that is to... Oh, whoa. To destroy every other car by ramming them, to actually win the race, like legitimately win the race. Oh. By completing all the checkpoints. Or number 3, and this is the way that's least done, but probably the most fun, is to run down every pedestrian in the If you manage that one, that also gets you a win. However, I don't know anyone who's actually succeeded with that one. In the newer games, this is the first one, there are 3 games after this one for a total of 4. In the later games, I know that it's a little bit easier to actually kill all the pedestrians. You have a mini-map, and you can get power-ups that mark them on your map, making them a lot easier to find. How we're going to try and win this one, I think, is, ramming them all. I think, destruction derby time is the way to go here. Whoa. Oh, nice dodge there, pal. Not going to save you, though. I'm coming for you. So, yeah. I'm gonna ram them. Oh, what the hell, man? Where'd that come from? I do like the hilarious, bonuses you get for hitting pedestrians or hitting stuff into pedestrians is also something you get a bonus for, which I find pretty amusing. Oh no, this guy's gonna chase me, and he's gonna have pretty good success at that because his car is faster than mine. I think it's the Eagle here, the Screaming Eagle is your vehicle. Max Damage's vehicle. I know, right? Max Damage. That rate's right up there of, the great all-time names. I think the only one that comes close to that level of cheesiness is, I don't know, that one Van Damme movie. Don't remember which one, but I do remember that his character in it was named Mason Storm, and it's also the one where he says the most excellent of all cheese lines, "I'll take you to the bank, Senator. The blood bank." I mean, who doesn't love that? Seagal is a total, joke. Didn't used to think so, but, hindsight and new knowledge, right? Yeah, I don't know. However, back in the, late 80s and early 90s when he was first making movies, I was a kid back then, and hey, I completely hit that barrier. But I also completely loved Steven Seagal movies back then. Now, though, meh, yeah, he hasn't been in a good movie ever, but in a movie I've liked, I don't know, since the one he did with DMX, I guess. And I mean, that wasn't a great movie. It was more that I like DMX. I mean, I'm not a tremendously huge rap fan, but I always did like DMX. Yeah, but yeah, so he's not good. This game, though, you didn't really come here to hear me rant about Steven Seagal, though I certainly have. This game, though, has got a lot of memories for me. When I was taught to build a computer by a computer engineer friend of mine back in the 90s. This is the game that I tested my computer with to see if it actually worked. It did. Proud to say it. And the weird thing about that is I could build a computer in the 90s. Could I do it now? Yeah, probably. They're kind of easier to put together now than they were back then. In ways. They're more complex, but I don't know. You don't need a soldering iron and a knowledge of circuitry to put a computer together now, kind of. Anyway, however, with how expensive it is and stuff, you know, and time constraints for the channel and all that sort of thing, honestly, I think when I do upgrade, I think it's going to be just to buy something already made. Could I build it myself? Yeah, very likely. Will I? Probably not. I mean, I do have the weird advantage of I'm just like the perfect age where literally our school got computers in it when I came into grade 1. Like, talk about good timing or what, right? So, of course, now those computers were Apple IIe's, and that was pretty much what was in school until I got to, like, I think, like grade 8. It was like 1992, it was bad. Weirdly enough, actually, the industrial arts shop actually had the best computer lab in school when I was in high school. I actually got extra credit in that class because the shop teacher didn't really know how to use any of the computers, and he'd get all these like advanced computers to do, or programs to do stuff with, not know how to run them. So he'd be like, here, you know, you figure this out, and then teach me how to use it. And I used to do that for him. That's I got extra credit in that class just because I knew computers, which was funny. Alright, so I was in the last period of that class. There was only 6 people in my class, in my actual class in the last period shop. So we just pretty much just all did whatever we wanted all the time anyway, and as long as we occasionally did some sort of IA-related project, we all passed. I mean, heck, I once spent, I think, a little over a month welding together about 2.5-foot statue of a metal man out of little metal plates. Why? I don't know, just for fun. Also because art class was really my jam. But yeah, this game brings back weird memories of a lot of that. Also, you know, it's just a fun little game for its age and everything else. It does show its age in some ways. I mean, I had to adjust the controls pretty severely to make it even be playable in terms of how you see a game these days. It's the way they had the controls set up. You're using the number pad. Who wants to use a number pad to control? I mean, hey. In the 90s, they didn't all have that really down. There wasn't really standard controls for stuff yet, so you can't really blame them. But, boy, it feels clunky. And the thing is, too, additionally, you can't make S reverse. Because, see here, this is what happens when I hit S. The sound comes back on. That's it. You know what I have set for reverse, and it's been taking a bit to get used to that, because I had to set it for something different than what they had. I'm not going to reach over and hit number pad 2 to go backwards. So left shift is reverse for me now. That's a little bit weird. I mean, at least it's a key I'm used to hitting. least it's a key I'm used to hitting in terms of gaming, because that's often run. Any sort of first person, you know, where you're not driving kind of game. Usually that is run, so I'm just hitting run to stop. I know, it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? It kind of is. But it's working at least. So yeah, I mean, and once you adjust your controls and make sure you set your draw distance to maximum and whatever, because I don't know what you're playing on. But I mean, my PC ain't great, and I can set it all to maximum, and this is maximum draw distance, what you're seeing now, so get that up there. You want to be able to see more than 10 feet in front of you. I would really like to find this other guy. Where is he? Man, I really can't find this last guy. It's getting really frustrating here. Is he like in the water up by the stadium or something? The only thing I can think of is he's got to be like up in the water by the stadium. Okay, that's what we're going to go check. But yeah, I finally got to play an actual Super Nintendo one day when another friend of mine had got one when they had first come out. And so I got to play one almost immediately, because this friend of mine was like, dude, I got a Super Nintendo, you got to come play it with me after school. I was like, what, you got a Super Nintendo? Didn't they just come out like 3 days ago? He's like, yeah, I got one. So, you know, of course, I practically ran with him to his house after school, and we played the two games that he had, well, besides Super Mario World. And that was Castlevania 4 and F-Zero. And at that moment, I was like, yeah, no, getting one of these. Getting one of these. Screw the idea of getting a Genesis. Getting one of these. And that was the only time that I went with that, because by the time the next generation came around and it was N64 and PlayStation, I was an adult, or at least a 18 or so. So I was just more into what the PlayStation had to offer. That's where you found games that were more... Well, PlayStation had the reputation of being less for kids, so of course that's the direction. See, now is what I'm wondering is this guy down here in the water? He's gotta be. This is like the only place he could be. I can't find him anywhere else. I'm gonna creep through the water. Try not to die. Check it out. See if he is down here. Is that underwater ability? Tell me it is. Thank you. Okay, now I can drive like normal. So, just take a cruise through. Not seeing him in this side, so take a cruise. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no. Didn't mean to do that. Though it has made my car look pretty funny. Okay, let's reinflate the car. There we go. Okay, so I still got underwater abilities, so let's just creep down into the water here. This has got to be where he is. Gotta be. I can't see. I mean, so yeah, Carmageddon. I suggest it. I suggest you play it. You know, give it a go. There's 3 other ones after this. Here's what I gotta say about those. 2 is the best of all of them. I think most Carmageddon players will agree on that. 2 is definitely the best of all of them. It's not a whole lot more advanced than this one, but they refine it in a number of ways. The driving is a little better, your car looks better. There's a mini-map, so you've got more of an idea where you are and this sort of thing. If you'd like to see me play Carmageddon 2, I have all 4 Carmageddon games, and I would love to do a series on them, so let me know. Well, I can't find that last guy, and I think I've nattered on at you all long enough. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I've been Odinson, and of course this has been the Side Order. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.